Hello, ECLC and SAC teams. It is great to come before you today. I'm Todd Tibbetts, the Chief Operating Officer for the YMCA of the Greater Twin Cities, and it is my pleasure to be able to share some information with you today that was part of the all-team meeting in May. And let me tell you, we're really focused on September, making sure that all of you can be part of these meetings. So when we're planning and scheduling, we're taking into account, working with Pat Ramiersma and Steph Thomas, how we can ensure that each of you are part of those meetings, and we can accommodate that based on the schedules that you all have to take care of our kids every single day. So more to come on that, but we're thrilled to have this opportunity to share some information with you. And so I'll be getting into some of those more details a little later, but first of all, I want to applaud you on the incredible work you do each and every day to serve our kids and our families in child care. Summer is upon us. Safety is a top priority. So we have over 60 child care sites throughout the region, and that's just a tremendous reach we have in our communities. And so I thank you for the impact you have and for keeping our kids safe. We're getting ready for our summer with our resident camp, with our day camp, with our uproar, and our power programs. And we are registering a record number of kids. So you all need to be commended for the work you do, because that's not only what we're doing to reach out and to attract new kids and families, but that is people that are thrilled with their past experiences and are dedicated to come back because they want their kids to be impacted by YMCA programs. So thanks to each and every one of you for that. So now on to the show. We're going to be going into some of the key aspects that we talked about at the May meeting and some of the things that we're going to be moving forward with. You're going to hear some words like thrive. So think about this. How can you thrive as part of the YMCA of the Greater Twin Cities as an employee and part of a collective team? Together, us all working together can accomplish great things. What does it mean to be a cause-driven organization? What does it mean to be a cause-driven employee, a cause-driven person, to have cause-driven kids, to have cause-driven parents? All of us working together form the tapestry for a strong, impactful YMCA. In just a moment, we're going to be going into the actual footage from the meeting. But before we do that, I'd like to cover a few of the slides that were shared at the meeting. First of all, momentum is building. We have exciting days ahead with the YMCA of the Greater Twin Cities. The great thing is we've been doing incredible work in this community, but the potential to do even more is upon us. And that is where I get so excited, and I get excited to share these details with you. First of all, the culture's changing. The attitude and the excitement as I talk to people is just building as we look at potential. The potential to serve our community in even greater ways and to have even greater impact. And that ties into the positive momentum. When momentum starts and momentum builds, the energy just takes over. So I'm excited to be part of that. I hope you are too. And what does that lead to? Outstanding results. Our first quarter results are in, and let me just give you a few examples. Over the first quarter of membership, we were over 4,800 units ahead of last year. That's a 9.2% improvement. That is phenomenal. It's not only phenomenal from a business sense. Think of the lives that are being impacted, the additional lives that are being impacted by the mission of the YMCA. And I mentioned earlier what our numbers looked like for all of our summer programs, that we're having record-breaking numbers. We are on track to have over 12,000 kids between resident camp, day camp, power and uproar, specialty and sports programs in our care each day. 12,000 kids a day in YMCA programs. That's impact. And our organizational structure's in place. We announced at our February all-team meeting that we had a restructure plan that created 2 VP of Operations with Chad Landers and Stephanie Chouse, a VP of Healthy Living with Cassie Rude, and Pat Ramiersma has stepped up, as you know, as your fearless leader with the VP of Youth Development. We're also in the process of restructuring our Urban Development Department with Hetty Wells, Henry Crosby, Matt Jorstad, and Jenny Collins. And we'll have some news on that in the very near future on our plan to make even greater impact in our urban areas as well. One of the things that we're going to be talking a lot about at the YMCA is innovation. How do we be innovators? How do we lead new developments? Think of all the things the YMCA has done over the years. Basketball, volleyball, resident camping, swimming pools. Those are YMCA innovations. We are innovators. So what does that mean as we move forward? I'm going to share a few quotes with you of some pretty famous innovators over the years. The first one is Thomas Edison. "I never did a day's work in my life. It was all fun." I have to tell you, I have many days like that. We all have tough days, but when you get to the essence of what we do at the YMCA and the work we do and the mission we have and the incredible people we have to work with and the volunteers we have, it is a great opportunity for us to not have to work a day in our life, but to have great impact while we serve others. The second quote comes from a guy you may not know by name, but you probably do, but you certainly know what his products are. Steve Jobs and iPhones, iPads, iTouch, name the device that there's got an I in it. Let's go invent tomorrow rather than worrying about what happened yesterday. Let's focus on the future. I talked about a little bit ago about the incredible impact we've had. We need to celebrate the impact, but let's have a forward focus and look at the impact and the potential we have as an organization. And third, Martin Luther King Jr., an incredible leader with many great statements, and here's one of them. Life's most urgent question is this: what are you doing for others? When we serve others, when we're true servant leaders, what that does for us as individuals in our growth, in our spirit is impacted. And if we are all focused on serving others, we will have great impact at the YMCA. Okay, so we all have a leadership challenge in front of us. Look at this screen in front of us. Which side are you on? Are you on the left, or are you part of that on the right? On the left, you have somebody that's probably just showing up and is a little tired and not so forward focused in the mission. But on the right, you have a group of people working together to change the world. So don't let it happen to you. Be part of bringing innovation and strategic thinking, a strategic direction forward in what you do as a YMCA employee. And don't be a bystander. Challenge, participate, innovate, deliver outstanding quality in everything you do. You can change the world. We have a challenge for everyone. And here it is, for all of you working in ECLC and SAC. How you define customer is maybe going to be a little different. As you look at customer, those are your kids and your parents, but also be thinking from the YMCA of the Greater Twin Cities perspective as well. It is the member, it's the participants, the donors, okay, and it's each and every one on the team. So if, for me, I work at the ATC, you are my customer. And all the co-workers that I have and peers I have at the ATC and the AO, you are our customer. We're here to serve you. All of us at the YMCA are servant leaders. We'll all work together to meet those needs. We have a pledge that we're going to ask everyone to sign. In fact, if you are at a branch, maybe you've already seen this. And the pledge is really 3 different parts. And I think you can all do these things. But here's the challenge. Do it every single minute of every single day. First of all, smile and say hi to everyone you meet. Every team member, customer, volunteer, and donor. In the lobby, on the trail, in the hall, on the street. Well, you're usually in the child care center, either ECLC or SAC, so you might not be in some of those places, but I hope you're getting the picture. If you're in the resident camp setting or wherever you're at, we're asking people to be aggressively friendly by saying hi, smiling and saying hi to everyone you meet. Number 2, here's a challenge. Pick up 1 piece of trash every day. That's part of our fanatical attention to detail. It's not just the custodian's job, it's all of our job to work together to keep things clean. And I've been to child care centers, and you guys can work to keep them clean, but I've also seen our kids. There will be trash on the floor, I promise you. So here's a challenge. Each and every day, pick up at least 1 piece of trash. And third, as I do, wear your name tag every minute of every day. Those are the three things we're asking every team member to do on our launch for fanatical attention to detail and aggressive friendliness. So there's your challenge. So we've talked a lot about our pillars of youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. And there's a slide that's going to show right now. We're looking for intersection finders. We're looking for people that can tie our three pillars together and find that sweet spot where youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility intersect. We have a couple of examples. We're working on a corporate wellness structure that really ties in what we're doing around healthy living and social responsibility, where it really unites it together. Another one is the Healthy Youth Platform. Think about when a child comes to a child care center and is educated on what it means to eat healthy foods and how that impacts the epidemic of youth obesity. So you have social responsibility, you have youth development, you have healthy living coming together, because when a child's healthy and eating the right things, their ability to really learn and learn and grow. And the work in the summer that you do around closing the achievement gap, the social responsibility and youth development coming together. Those are just a few examples. So think about how you can take our pillars of youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility and get them integrated and tied together. Our employee wellness team has been doing incredible work. We're really proud of the steps we've taken, and there's even better things ahead. I'd like to share 3 goals with you that they've been focused on. First is an increased engagement of employees in healthy living activities. What I want you to hear is that senior management supports you. We support you to take the time to be healthy, to be active and healthy. And a component of that is actually having a healthy eating and a balanced nutrition attitude. So we hope to give you even more resources to understand what that means and taking your steps to do that. And thirdly, fostering an inclusive workplace that supports work-life balance. I just mentioned that a little bit, but one of the things that you can do is in the month of June, we're launching the Me Commitment, where you make your personal commitment to take good care of yourself in spirit, in mind, and in body. We really encourage you to do that and to get involved in the employee wellness programs. And to earn your t-shirt. I got mine. I hope to see you in yours soon. Next, you're going to see some of the video footage from our all-team meeting. And each of the individual sections of our strategic plan will be communicated by Glenn Gunderson, our CEO, myself, Todd Tibbetts, COO, Bob Thomas, our Chief Experience Officer, Greg Weibel, our Chief Financial Officer, and Sharon Berglund, our Chief Human Resources Officer. Over the last 3 years, you've heard a lot through the NEO and other programs about our 3 pillars of youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. And in the next few minutes, you'll be hearing even more as we build out on our mission to put Christian principles into practice through programs that build a healthy spirit, mind, and body for all, a brand new vision statement, and even more about the direction we'll be taking as an organization as we really have measurable impact in this community. It's been our pleasure to bring this information to you today, and we look forward to being part of this journey with you out in the field. So we thank Pat Ramiersma, the VP of Youth Development, and your very own product manager, Steph Thomas, as you all work together to bring this strategic plan to life.